Now, as tensions over Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant continue to escalate, Russian President Vladimir Putin has now warned his French counterpart Emmanuel Macron of potential catastrophic consequences of what he calls repeated attacks near the facility from the Ukrainian side. Now, Putin's warning came as the two leaders held crucial talks on Sunday regarding the safety of the nuclear plant during the phone call. Putin reportedly drew attention to alleged Ukrainian attacks on the facilities. Putin said that Russian specialists are at the plant and were taking steps to ensure its safety, and that Moscow is now ready to continue work with the UN's Atomic Agency to bring in some permanent solutions to the crisis. Macron, on the other hand, has reportedly slammed Putin for escalating tensions, saying that the Russian occupation was the reason for the risk that the nuclear facility is currently facing.
Ukrainian officials say Russian missile and air strikes on water facilities and the thermal power station have caused widespread outages across its eastern regions around Kharkiv and in Donbass. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia was attempting to deprive people of heat and light, while Kharkiv's mayor described the strikes as Russian reprisals for Kyiv's recent territorial gains.
On the edge of Kharkiv city, fire crews battle ablaze at one of Ukraine's biggest power and heating plants. Flames in the night sky are the only source of light as the region is plunged into darkness. Ukraine says Russian missiles struck across its east and south, destroying homes, with multiple fatalities reported.
After more than 70 years as Queen of Scots, Elizabeth II is taken into the palace and will be placed in the throne room, peacefully at rest overnight, before the ceremonies begin tomorrow, and she's taken to the High Kirk of St Giles, where a service of thanksgiving for her life of service to Scotland will take place in the presence of His Majesty the King. The Queen is home.
As one European country mourns the loss of its queen, another is celebrating its queen's 50-year reign, though with less fanfare than originally planned. Denmark's popular Queen Margrethe II is marking her Golden Jubilee, a celebration that was originally postponed in January because of COVID-19 and that is now being scaled back because of the death of her third cousin, Queen Elizabeth II. The 82-year-old inherited the throne in January 1972, making her the first woman to do so in Denmark. She since became the monarch with the highest approval rating in the world, with the support of more than 80% of the people in her country.
Meanwhile, the Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid arrived in Germany on Sunday, and this, of course, has come as part of his latest diplomatic effort to try and lobby with the Western powers to not sign the nuclear deal with Iran. Now, amidst this, the Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson has asked the IAEA not to yield to the Israeli lobbying and pressure over Tehran's nuclear deal. He's also said that Iran is ready to continue with its cooperation with the International Atomic Energy Agency, and this also comes as the IAEA's Board of Governors are all set to meet later in the day today.
Ethiopia's Tigray rebels said in a statement Sunday they would accept a peace process led by the African Union, AU. The rebels from the Tigray's People Liberation Front had so far demanded the mediation of Kenyan leader Kenyatta, decrying a certain closeness of the AU mediator, Nigerian Obasanjo, to Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. In the statement, the rebels announced they were ready to abide by an immediate and mutually agreed ceasefire. The resumption of fighting with the federal authorities on August 24 had ended a 5-month truce despite a flurry of international diplomatic efforts.
For the past week, Eskom has been struggling to produce enough electricity to power the country. It says this is due to multiple power generation unit failures. For the past week, Eskom has been implementing various stages of rolling blackouts. These will continue to be effected for the rest of the week. Eskom says it lost over 20,000 megawatts from its 42 generation units in the last week. Eskom says it has been dependent on emergency reserves to keep the country powered, necessitating the ongoing rolling blackouts. The power utility says it's in urgent need of additional energy capacity to keep the lights on.